Today we're doing cooking with Alex. Right now I'm going to be making some spaghetti, some pasta. Right, so I'm going to be making some pasta. I have my pasta sauce. I also have tomatoes that I'm going to chop up and put in there because I like having fresh tomatoes in the sauce. I'm also going to... So now here is the tea. We have these breakfast chicken sausages. And I'm going to use this. This is chicken and apple breakfast sauces. I'm going to use these somewhat like meatballs because I noticed like they taste really good and I feel like they would go well with this pasta and sauce. So that's what I'm going to do. I also have chicken. So I have chicken and apple and chicken and sage. Since I'm doing the whole thing of pasta, then I this whole thing of the sausage. So I'm gonna put that one on and start putting the sausage on it. See, now the thing is I have not had the chicken and sage. But I trust it. I trust it because I've had the chicken and apple. I've had some of their turkey links as well. So I'm not too worried about it not tasting good, you know. Yeah. So I put all the chicken and sage on one thing already. And I'm gonna use a plate to just hold all the sausage on. Where's the cutting board? You gotta get a cutting board so that you can chop your tomatoes. And I'm not even gonna like dice them. I'm going to be... Oh, girl. That was how much oil I put in? I don't think so. I don't think so. That is not correct. Right, so I've got 2 tomatoes here, and I'm going to be using these 2 tomatoes in my foods. They are still connected to the stem. That stem out. Ooh, like, why do you look crazy? You look crazy, bitch. So 2 whole tomatoes. We got 2 whole tomatoes here. I'm gonna chop these up. Is there like a place that I could put you so that you could see like at least some of the things that I'm doing? Or no? Alright, so like you can see that I'm gonna get something to chop stuff with. I was gonna make popcorn, but I changed my mind. I'm cooking instead. I have to flip these sausages. Flip or just turn, really. So now this is definitely going to stay on the longer side of, like, cooking. Because, like, there's, like, a range to cook this, which is X amount of minutes to X amount of minutes. And I normally do, like, the midway, but this is definitely going to stay on until, like, the max way. I don't know. You decide. We have a knife here that we're going to use to chop our tomato. Yeah, you like to cook and I like to chop a tomato. just chop it. I'm gonna take out this part because it's freaking me out, honestly. This part right here. It's freaking me out. I couldn't like leave it in there. Still waiting for the water to boil a bit more for the pasta. I need a timer or something, or I'm gonna just have to use this toaster to time it all. I need like the whole world to go through it. I just need to chop that one part. I'm not a chef. I'm not master chef. So no, I'm not gonna be doing any fancy slicing and dicing here, folks. You're just gonna get what you get. There we go. You take this part of the tomato out. I don't know if you could see that. This part here, it just looks very sketchy to me. So I'm taking it out. That's where the like vine stem thing was. Am I here for it? Absolutely not. I have carrots too, but I use the carrots to snack on. They're more of a snack thing. They're not like, I'm not cooking with carrots any time. Okay, good. So now I'm gonna cut each of these into like wedges. Well, first, like this part, I'm gonna toss these parts out. Oh, I think I have to flip some of those. I was like, what's making that sizzling sound? And I keep looking directly at the water and like, well, water doesn't sizzle, one. Two, it's not even boiling. So like, what's the sitch? And walk it out. Outside, walk it out. So this is probably gonna last me the whole week. Because I'm intermittent fasting, I eat between 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. Intermittent fasting videos should be out by now, if not, like, because I filmed them weeks before this, multiple times. So I just need to edit one of them so that you can know what I'm doing. But if I haven't put those videos out, I'm eating between 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. And which means I basically don't eat that much. I can eat like 2 meals. And like after I eat the first meal, that second meal is either I'm not really hungry for that second meal, but I eat because I know I'm gonna be hungry, really hungry later if I don't, or that's so convenient. So convenient. But so yeah, this will last me like a week's food. I'm cooking that whole thing of pasta, and I've got this tomatoes. I've got these breakfast sausages that I'm using as meatballs that I'm gonna be putting in the sauce. And yeah. Okay, so now all the tomatoes have been chopped. I'm gonna put them on here so that they can wow, you really dived. You took a dive, bro. Oh, this one is better, right? Nope, not any better. Okay, I think that's good. So I'm gonna put these on here. Okay, I can put this in now. This has to go in for 10 to 12 minutes. I'm gonna put the toaster on for, I'm gonna put it to bake for 10 minutes. I know this is like, I already put salt in the pasta water, so I just want to make sure the pasta actually gets inside of here, because sometimes like these straws do what they want. Okay. I've got a few things I gotta do. I've got to flip this, or turn these, be a better word for that. Chicken and stage, folks. Right now it's 12:15, so I can like taste the stuff to see like if I actually want to put this in the sauce again, or if I'm just gonna leave it where it is. And also, you're gonna want to use some of that pasta water in your sauce. You may not want to start making your sauce right away. You may want to start making your sauce closer to the end of like where your pasta is gonna be made, right? So I'm just pushing this in so that every part of the pasta gets, you know, in that water. And then I'm going to let it soften up just a bit before I start to stir. I'm going to take a plate so that I can rest this on. Boom, boom, see plate. Alright, so what else do we have? We have this, we have our pasta sauce. We're not going to put the pasta sauce on yet. We're going to have the tomatoes on here with some olive oil for like a little bit to just kind of roast the tomatoes. And then we could start adding the sauce in and the wine and bring it to a boil. And then put it to a low simmer and add some pasta water in it. Because the pasta water gives you that starch. Yep. That's what we get. That's what we get with the Alice Cooking Show. I'm teaching you how. Sometimes I'm teaching you what you can do, and also there are times I'm teaching you I'm showing you what not to do. Sometimes I'm showing you what you can do. Sometimes I show you what not to do. And yeah. Because this is stirring. Okay, we wait for that. We can now turn this one more time. Okay, this is boiling. That water is so high. I think I needed either a bigger pot or less water. But they said 6 quarts of water, and I put in 6 quarts of water. So, alright, so, and also, so the sauce has basil in it. It's tomato basil. Do you want to have fresh basil leaves? No. But I have spiced classic basil leaves. I also have some oregano. I have some red crushed pepper because I like a little kick. So I've got red crushed pepper and I also have black pepper. So I'll be using both instead of sauce. But these things I will be putting in a bit later into the sauce because I don't want to burn them. I don't want to burn the pepper. I don't want to burn like any of these things here. That's like something that I've done in the past. Is like burn the pepper and like all the dry stuff that I put in. It's getting easier to stir. I'm gonna try one of these. Like I said before, I never had the chicken sage. I never had the chicken sage before, so I'm gonna try one of these. I'm sure it's ready now because they normally say like, yeah, these are ready. I'll put them towards the lower part of this. But before I do try anything, of course I have to place the main part of this, the best part, like the chicken and apple one is so good. So that's gonna be like my main, okay. We love that. Gonna have to form them. They look charred already. So that's the first for me. Right, because yeah, this thing says like on the skillet about 8 to 10 minutes if they're like really frozen, and if they're already thawed, 5 to 6 minutes. We have them in there for like 9 minutes. Right, okay, so we do that. I think now it's like a close enough time to start making the sauce. This has been on like medium heat for a little bit. I'm gonna put just a bit of a slight drizzle of olive oil. Ooh, that wasn't as light as I was hoping, but it is still like this is enough. We can move this around, and then we can bring our tomatoes in. Maybe I should have waited till the oil got hotter, just a bit hotter, but that's fine. That is fine. I'm gonna put some of the juice in there. room is running out. The pasta is like almost at like that mark because it said 10 to like 12 minutes and it's been on the timer for 11 minutes. The timer has about a minute left, right? So here we have our tomatoes getting nice and hot. You know what I said about not putting anything on it right now? I think I'm gonna put some black pepper on it right now. On the tomatoes. Not too much though. You know what? We're gonna get a little crazy. We're getting wild here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, that's the 11-minute timer. This can be on for about 1 or 2 more minutes, but we're not going to do that. We're going to turn the heat off right now. I think it's like probably going to be al dente, or just a bit more. I'm going to use this to just scoop up the water. I don't know how much I'm going to need, so I'm just going to take 2 ladles. So this is the water, and then I'm going to drain it. So many things going on. Do I have pasta drainers? Yes. Do I care to use them? No. Reason being, I hate washing pasta strainers. They are horrible. Okay. Okay. There we go. I think I did strain all of the water. If I'm not entirely sure, best thing we can do is take the spatula, look at the bottom. Bottom is dry. So here is the pasta. Right, so we're gonna just let that sit there, chill, relax. I'm gonna take this one. Okay, I think the heat was a bit too low on this end, but that's okay. It's just a little bit too low, that heat, but that is a-okay. I'm gonna flip some of these. Return them. They're like charred already, so it's like hard to tell. Well, nope, I've told. I see. I see the teeth. Normally, like, they come out of the box pretty light, like that previous box, but this one was, like, I guess, overdone. Damn. That part's, like, burnt there. Nice. Our tomatoes are nice and juicy. It's got some good heat. Okay, yeah, now I'm gonna try one of these chicken and sage. That is good. I might want it more than the chicken and apple. I might like it more than these chicken and apple, that's for sure. So I'm trying to make sure that they're not burnt, but they were basically charred when they got out of the box. They were charred, so it's like hard for me to make sure that they don't burn completely. Okay, so I think this is in a good place now to put the sauce in here. Okay, so one thing I don't know, do I put the starch in immediately, or do I like what? I don't know. And how much is it? I feel like this is enough, like half of this is enough for one of those boxes. That's like the feeling I'm getting right now. Okay. No, yeah, we could use the whole one. Alright, cool. So then, a trick I like to do, since we're going to put some tomatoes, some wine in the sauce. And we still have some sauce in here. Now, some people shake water in this to get the last bit of sauce out. No, sir. If we're going to use wine in our sauce, why not use wine? Shake wine in there. This one is a ménage à trois, midnight. It's a blend. Maybe that's a bit too much, but that is a-okay. Now you're going to shake this up, right? Gets all those last bits of sauce. You pour that in here, right? Nice. So now we're going to put this onto a high. We're going to stir. We're going to stir the wine in. See, I can tell like the sauce itself is like chunky, right? It's got the good stuff in it, you know? I have to put these right. This was like a pretty bad start, gotta be honest, for the chicken and apples. I think like I can only keep these on for like a bit. Alright, we're gonna take some of that pasta, the pasta sauce, and add that here. Pasta water. Mix that in. I probably
Mango.
mixed it up, but that's okay. Alright, so we're gonna let that come to a boil. Yeah, these have to come out now. Bit sad that it happened this way. So like I said, they came out of the box charred. So it's like there was no real engaging as to like oh, I thought they gave like an extra. For some reason it seemed like there was extra. I'm gonna turn that one off. And yeah, we're letting this come to a boil. And I will add some of the crushed pepper flakes in there. Alright, so those who make pasta and sauce and stuff, please in the comments help me out because I'm a lost fella in here. Gonna just make sure it boils as soon as it starts like boiling, and I'll put it down to a low simmer, and then I'll start like, you know, doing the thing. Let's just test the pasta. And one of the chicken apple ones since they're like burnt. So good. Alright, so it started boiling. I'm just gonna put it on a low simmer now. I like having the like fresh tomatoes in there for that like pop when you take a bite. I think I could have like cut the wedges in half too, but this is fine. Alright. Now some of the things I do is just to like mix the pasta and all this stuff together. Today I'm taking a different approach and I'm just going to get like some pasta on here. It has some char from the sausage on the spatula, that's okay. Get some sauce. What I have. I will put some of the sausage on here. I'm going to get 2 sage and 2 of these. If I want more, I can always come back. And now time to get some of the sauce. With some of the, make sure you get some tomatoes in here. 2 wedges is good enough. And then some just sauce too. Alright, and that is that. Alright, and now I'm going to try some of this. I'm going to try some of the pasta by itself with like the sauce. Alright. Now I want to bite with one of my makeshift meatballs. This is chicken sausage. Mm-hmm. Works like a meatball. Alright, so if you can't get meatballs, or you can't, like, if you're like me and you don't know how to make meatballs, and you don't see any meatballs, but you see some breakfast sausage, The chicken and sage is a better fit. That I'll tell you for sure. Mm. And the tomato popping. It's exquisite. Alright, everyone. Thank you very much for viewing. I don't even think I'm going to edit this video. I'm just going to post the video as is. Like, you know, not every video needs some crazy heavy edits. Alright, we'll tack the outro at the end. Or no, this is just... No, but maybe music would be nice. Editing, Alex. Uploading, Alex. Whichever one decides to show themselves. You decide, you make the move. Alright. I'm going to chillax and enjoy my food. Thank you very much for viewing. Bye.